Okay, this is part 2 of my craft room tour. We were right here in this closet. On the floor down here, there's like half finished knitting and crochet projects in that bag, and it's sitting on top of my Cricut. Those two boxes are just full of amazing art I've received from other people, and that's more sewing projects that are half finished right there. And I think we're ready to go to this side. Okay, up here, these are all like big sheets of paper that won't fit anywhere else. I just hang them from skirt hangers and it works just fine. I have, like these big stencil things that are too big for anywhere else. I used to keep them under my bed. I don't do that anymore. I'm very much against putting anything under any bed in my house. I have just a few exceptions in here, but other than that, I don't do it. It just messes with my chi. This is things that are shaped like a tube or cylinder. They go in there. Some different papers. It's not like all my wrapping paper that has its own bin in another room, but it's tubes of not paper towels, but the things that come out of like foil, aluminum foil, because they're nice and sturdy tubes. So that is what we have there. And then on these shelves, let me open up the other side. It's just more random stuff. There's a bunch of, it might appear to be kitchen stuff, but that pasta machine's never seen any pasta and never will. It's for clay. If you knit or crochet and don't have an electric yarn baller, well, you need to run out and get you one. It's pretty darn cool. And that hot pot thing up there, it's full of beeswax. Because, you need beeswax on some of your collage stuff. And then my Xyron and my light table, my Celamule. There's another Xyron. And then this is just more stuff. And here we go. I'm not much into ribbon. I keep them wrapped around those tongue depressor deals. And more journals, because they're everywhere. And my binders. Down here is a box of blank envelopes. And oh look, another box of journals. And then some paper bags. A whole box of blueprints a friend gave me. I love those. And this, you should see this. This is the bottom to a case of water bottles, and I just painted it. It's cardboard, and then I poked these holes in it because you know how you sometimes need some place to stick a toothpick, like if you're making paper beads or something and it's on the end of a toothpick and you need to stick it in like a piece of styrofoam or something while it dries. Well, there you go. This is perfect. I never have random styrofoam, so I have like 5 or 6 of these that I use just to separate stuff. Moving on around, this is my bead and jewelry cabinet. It used to hold rubber stamps, and you can't buy these, not like this anyway. A friend of mine, her husband made one for her, and naturally I had a fit over it and commissioned him to make one for me. And used it for my rubber stamps for a long time until they outgrew it. And then it sat in the garage for 7 or 8 years empty until I repurposed it just recently for my jewelry stuff, beads and stuff. And this is not the jewelry I wear. This is the stuff that I take apart and make into other jewelry. This is like garage sale, flea market jewelry that I use for parts. And then the smaller parts I put in these clear boxes that my husband brought home one day ages ago, because they used to use them in their warehouse at work to separate all their small parts, and then they went to a different storage system and they were just going to throw these away. Can you imagine? So he brought them home knowing that I would love them, and I have been loving them for years. I'm down to like about the last 10, and then they're gone, and that will be a sad day. These little egg crates or egg cartons, these are perfect for little jewelry pieces, beads, and charms. I put a lot of, you know, just charms type things in them. So that works out really well. And the dowels on these shelves in the door, the man who made it, who designed it, you know, the rubber stamps, or it was the wooden ones back when they were all wood, would sit on the shelf, and you could, you know, put them sometimes 2 or 3 deep, but that dowel kept them from falling off the shelf when you swing the door open and closed. He was an engineer, very smart. And then my beads are separated into my own little version of, you know, Roy G. Biv. It's not exactly Roy G. Biv, but it's my version and it makes sense to me. So that's what I do. And they're in, again, those clear boxes that I love. And let me find one. Here we go. You can see this. Those are water bottle lids, the same water bottles I use for my fibers over there. I use the lids in here. 9 of them fit just exactly right, snug enough to hold each other in and to separate little beads. So I still have a bin downstairs where I'm collecting more lids because I need more. And I use, you know, test tubes. I won't tell you where I got this. But these are like votive candle holders and little things like that from thrift stores. I like pretty storage, you know. If you gotta store your stuff, might as well be pretty too, right? And down here, spice bottles are some of my favorites. I use plastic and glass, either one, but it's great for little charms and things. And that was loose powder at one time. I reuse everything. That was a Band-Aid box. Those are belt buckles and stuff. Oh look, these are little, those metal spice cans that I've got for these little, whatever you call those things that you use for when you crochet. I've got 2 different sizes. So covered them with paper, and there you have it. So that's my little beads and stuff. And moving on around, I'm in the middle of projects, so that's what's out on the bed. And above the bed is where I keep a couple of laces and trims. Yeah, don't judge me. But, you know, it makes kind of a nice headboard deal. And I also love those rhinestone pin things. You know, I get those on eBay when I can find them cheap. So, anyway, because it takes up a lot of room. And they're pretty, so might as well have them out where you can see them. If you see them, you'll use them, right? I think so. Trying to think. Gosh, that may be it. I have a couple of extra storage containers under the bed on this side. And on this other side, I will show you the 2 things that I do keep under the bed. I don't make good use of that table either. I'm not quite sure what's in there. Crayons and Matchbox cars. Again, don't judge me. Okay, underneath here, I keep this bin is where I throw my junk mail and paper bags, magazine pages, things that I want to keep for journals. And I keep it confined to this bin. When that bin fills up, I have to weed it out. I can't get a bigger bin. That's my rule. And then I have this bin. That's my bin of broken things. I'm a little bit accident prone, and I break things. And then I save them because sometimes they make really cool jewelry or mosaics. So that's my bin of broken things. I think that's it. Okay. Yay, my timer didn't go off. I came in under my time limit, so how awesome is that? I'm going to go look at this and hope that I don't have to edit much because I can't. And I've got some more videos that I need to make for these Smashbook Daybook Journal things that I've been making. I've got 3 complete. These 2 right here, I'll give you just a sneak peek. I'm giving these away here on YouTube whenever, you know, if I get like 200 subscribers, then I've got these 2 handmade by me Smashbooky things to give away. So, and I'm going to keep adding to them until giveaway time, so they're going to be stuffed full of all kinds of goodness. And that's it. Okay. Till next time, that's all the end.